Hey everyone, Maddie's alive again, so that's kind of cool.
I technically never physically died.
No, you just died from the show for a day, which, in my opinion, like, if you're not on the show, you're dead. It's like a baby's, like, spatial awareness. Like,
If
you know,
you
if a
can't see
baby,
me,
like, yeah, if somebody walks in the other room, they're gone. They disappeared. So to me, when you weren't on the episode for a week, you died. Tom is God now, and you were dead.
Why can Tom be God and I'm just dead? I would like to have some sort of power.
You know, he's like the omnipresent, like, editor of the show. He's watching over us. He's kind of like Big Brother, doing like
Usually
the Big
you
Brother
give me
type
cooler
thing.
lore, but it's fine.
Well, you know, maybe.
Well, does
don't
this
die
make me
next
Jesus now that I
You're born again?
Yeah.
You're Jewish Jesus? Wait, Jesus
But
was
Jesus
Jew,
was Jewish. You're Jewish Jesus.
That's cool that you guys like don't even believe in, you know, one of your own.
I don't believe in shit. I'm atheist.
I know. You're enlightened atheist. We need to get you a fedora.
Oh, God.
Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to Through and Through Hockey, the podcast about the Detroit Red Wings, which is
and Jake
and me. Mostly about me.
The podcast is actually about Jake Rivard.
It's me building the lore around the people that I've met, creating delusional fantasies, and it's also a good place for Maddie to show off her tattoos. Maddie, do you want to talk about your tattoo?
Stop it.
It's on the video right now on the recording. She's like flexing her arm, like staring at her tattoo.
I'm busted. I forgot. Sometimes I forget that we do this with the camera on because we don't release it. So I mean, it's either me looking at my really cool tattoo or listening to Jake talk. So I had to tune out while he goes on. We also had to record this intro like 4 times because I said, we're not going to talk about your tummy ache, Jake, and you're going to muscle through it.
My tummy hurts.
What's wrong?
I need everyone to know. I don't know. I think it was expired lettuce I ate. Or
wait, you know that you ate expired lettuce? Did you do it on
I found out after it was already, you know, consumed that it was. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten the red lettuce. That lesson learned.
Do you think it could also be like placebo effect that maybe your tummy hurts because you saw it was expired, so now your brain has tricked you?
Placebo Polanco stopped playing for the Tigers a long time ago.
The Tigers. Okay, let's start the Detroit sports update.
Transition here.
The Tigers. The Tigers Okay, Jake wrote the Tigers have done basically nothing. So I'm gonna scratch that, and I'm gonna say the Tigers signed a right-handed pitcher for I think $10.5 million.
Not just a right-handed pitcher. The guy who lives out of his van.
What? Daniel Norris?
No, shit, I'm sorry, Matt Boyd. I got them mixed up.
Matt Boyd? I wasn't even talking about Matt Boyd, but Matt Boyd is back.
Boyd.
That's funny. That's good. Yeah, Matt Boyd is also back. So the Tigers did a little bit. I mean, they didn't we already talked about them. We don't have Candyman. We don't have any of the Castros.
They got rid of Joe Jimenez, too.
Yeah, Joe Jimenez.
I didn't like him that much. I'll say it.
Yeah. That's fine.
He was like Tomas Yurko in the sense that you're like, this year he'll be good. This year.
About him. You know what? Isn't Zadina kind of like that? Like now that I'm thinking about Yurko again.
Zadina is like.
I feel like they had similar storylines.
Kind of, but like, you know, Yurko was like marketed as like, this will be the next Pavel Datsyuk. Well, and like Zadina was like, he's a pure goal scorer. Like, this is what we want him to be. And
whatever.
Yeah, that didn't work out. But anyway, Tigers.
Got some dude. I'm ready to move on to something much more pressing on my mind.
That makes you happy. Well, Maddie is like frothing at the mouth right now to talk to you about this. This is something that's been very on her mind. We are, of course, talking about Killian Hayes.
No!
And the Pistons.
No! I'm here. I was telling Jake, I feel like first of all, sorry, I feel like I'm screaming, but I'm really excited about the Lions. And oh my God, I am back into my preseason Hard Knocks
Kool-Aid drinking,
like psychosis.
Dan Campbell slobbering.
Listen. I mean, the Darren Campbell slobbering never went away, even when he did the worst play calls I've ever seen. But, dude, as of today, the Lions have a 51% chance of making the playoffs, and Is your mic off or are you mouthing to me?
No, I'm mouthed 51.
Yeah, because the Seahawks lost last night. And I know, I was cheering for the Niners. And the Lions also have one of the easiest schedules to finish out the season. That doesn't mean every game's a gimme, but I'm so excited. I know they're going to hurt me in some way, but stop. Let me just have this, please. I have been a Lions fan my entire fucking life, and I know there are a lot of boomers and boomer pluses out there who have been waiting for this longer than I have.
Boomer plus?
Just to see a Lions playoff win.
What are you talking about? Like
boomer plus?
Like Bernie Sanders?
Yeah.
Who's like watching, he's like, I'm so sick of the Lions. They have not managed to produce. I don't know if I could be a fan anymore.
Exactly.
Actually, I feel like he'd be like a Washington fan. No, he wouldn't be a Washington fan.
No, he's from Vermont. He'd be a Patriots fan. A Patriots. I guess.
Tom Brady is an elite player. And they're playing
Tom Brady.
The Jets, who have that dude
playing in New York.
They're playing in New York. They're playing then the Jets, and they're like,
not Tom.
Is it
Ryan Wilson?
Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson. Is he the guy where they had the graphic and it was like out indefinitely? Mononucleosis.
Oh, I don't know.
I wonder if I could find that. Oh, Sam Darnold. Yeah, there's a picture of
not him.
Sam Darnold with like a team update where he has a football and it's like out indefinitely. Mononucleosis.
Oh.
And it's like very dramatic.
Oh, is that what mono is short for?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, Lions are good.
Lions. Listen, I'm not going to go full absolute menace to society mode right now, but I am so excited. Like, I don't know if this has ever happened before that I was like more excited about the Lions than I am about the Wings.
That's bold.
And I'm shocked that I know. But I just get so excited and like out of my
mind. Kind of feral, like I was saying. Like
I really do.
You hear like a yeah. Like we had to mute the like growling when I'm talking.
Right.
There was something I was going to tell you about the Lions.
That they're great.
Oh yeah, fans, if you're listening to this and you can recall the time Maddie was doom and gloom about the Lions, like I want you to splice a video of her being full doomer and her.
But also
now.
Get me preseason. I think you should get all. We should get.
I want the roller coaster.
Oh yeah, that would be funny as fuck. Actually,
you know that,
if you go back to all of our episodes,
you know that like conceptual roller coaster that somebody made, where it's like this roller coaster's made to kill people, and it like spins over and over and over. That's your experience of being a Lions fan.
I think that's everyone's experience. The worst is like fuckers who like don't support them, and then or if they've been like so like trash talking and just like being like I can't support the Lions, and now that they're winning again, like they're all like back
fake
fans, man. Like I almost just died. You gotta go through like the did you see that?
You have to, yeah. She almost fell out of her chair. She goes, I almost just died.
I'm just so excited, man. Like, if the Lions go to a playoff game, I will be nakies on the streets of Detroit.
If they win a playoff game, I will burn half of the city down.
I will not, because I love it.
No, I love it too. I will burn down.
I will do something that will
whatever buildings we don't like. What's it? I will help build District Detroit. I will go down there and I will start laying bricks myself. Chris Illich, if you're hearing this,
hire me.
No, you don't even have to hire me. Just know I will be there. Bricks in hand, hard hat on, ready to work.
Yeah.
That is what I want.
Okay.
Please.
Well, I've said what I've said.
Now that we're normal here.
Speak for yourself, dude.
Yeah. I really liked watching the Vikings get humiliated, by the way. I just wanted to say that.
Who doesn't?
That was really fun for me.
How about Sewell catching his first NFL pass? I remember the announcers were like, what is this? I can't remember the wording that they used, but they were like, what is this large athletic being or something?
Beefcake.
I wish they would have said beefcake. That was fucking ballsy, man. That was so good.
I like the joke that he made. That what's his name? Dan Campbell made, where he was like joking about it, and then
when he was watching the fans do the wave.
Look at what a Mickey Mouse coach this is, and I'm like,
What?
they don't do the wave in Ford Field. They don't do the wave. We don't believe in the wave.
What are you talking about? They do it sometimes.
I don't know. I've never seen it. I've never seen it, so it's not real.
Ford Field is a mecca of people just like me, psychotic but passionate and loyal fans.
Really into humiliation. I mean,
you know I'm not.
No, you're the opposite. You like to be told you're good.
You talk about that like every episode.
Yeah, it's just a really funny topic. I think kinks are really funny.
Why is that? Good thing I'm not going to tell you my other ones. What?
Do you know what we should do? There's one of my friends sent me a kink test where it's like you do this survey and you find out what you are. And I took it.
I'm not sharing it with you.
Took it, and I'll tell you my result.
Okay, fine. Tell me.
All right, hold on. I gotta find the.
You're about to fucking tell everyone, all 4 of our listeners, what your kinks are.
All 19 of you are gonna have to hear about this, whether you want to or not.
Speaking of number 19, I'm just kidding.
I am 100% a switch, and then after that, I'm a brat tamer. Oh. I don't know what any of these things mean.
Do you want me to explain them to you?
I think I'll be all right. I think I'll just I think I can get it based on context clues, like.
Yeah.
But that's my story.
100% a switch?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd make up your mind about anything, dude.
I know. That's what I mean. You just can't figure it out.
You're bi. You're a switch. It's all right. I respect that.
I like hockey and football. Like, what can I do?
Does that make me a switch?
My favorite thing that I saw, and we'll close out our Lions segment with this, was this tweet where somebody was like, Colin Kaepernick and the liberals at BLM made me not want to watch football anymore. But this Lions team makes me excited to watch it again.
No, that's funny.
Congratulations, Dan Campbell, Aiden Hutchinson, and company. You defeated racism. In Red Wings news.
Yeah,
we have a familiar face returning to ice.
I know, I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, Robert Hagg is really making good progress. I'm just kidding. Jacob Vrana is making a return. He's in a non-contact jersey, but he has come back from the Players Assistance Program. Now, before anybody asks where he was or what he was doing...
He was in my top floor of my apartment.
I'm going to clear up speculation right now, so everybody knows where he was and what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the Player Assistance Program. That's all. Why are you staring at me dead-eyed?
I just thought you were going to say something funny.
Oh, yeah, he was in a Taylor Swift music video or whatever. I don't know. What? I'm trying to pander. No, it's not our business what he was doing or where he was. But
Jake and I are like the nosiest motherfuckers ever.
Oh, yeah, we'll create fan theories for sure. But, you know...
I'm glad he's back. I, for a while, was not 100% sure. Like,
I was worried he was going to be like Gonzo for the season.
Like, I think a lot of people were. Mm-hmm. It's kind of out of nowhere that
and he couldn't.
I was saying it's just out of nowhere that he just was back on the ice today. I mean, for us as fans that don't know anything, but really cool to see.
Christmas miracle because
Christmas miracle.
Hronek, Larkin, Bertuzzi, Mata, Pissick, Hag, Luff, and Zadina are all still injured. A few of those things are not like the others, but
yeah,
if you look at it, that is our best defensive pairing. 2 top line forwards, our top line center, and a couple depth guys that are all missing. And that will hurt. That hurts. That's not great.
The good thing is, though, if you're going to speak on that, I'll just say the good thing is today in practice, Hronek, Mata, and Larkin all practiced. So hopefully they're not out for too long. They all had non-contact jerseys on, and we know, Vrana's going to be back soon. I saw, even though he's like in this last phase of the program, he's still allowed to be in the lineup. And Joey Poison's supposed to be back. Not Joey Poison. I always get him and fucking Fabry I always do
the
that.
other Italian
I
stallion.
know. No, but Fabri's going to come back beginning of January. He's all technically good to go, but I listened to the Lalonde press conference where he's like, due to his history of lower body injuries, we're just going to play it safe and wait till after the holidays.
You mean his 4 ACL tears?
That's right.
Yeah, I imagine that is quite a history. That's for sure. I legitimately wondered if he would come back at all, because
Oh.
after I've never torn an ACL, but I know people who have, and
Mm.
they say that it's not the same afterwards. It's not easy, and to have it happen in both of your legs,
Right.
how I hope he's doing okay. I really hope that he's taking his time to recover and relax.
I
Where is
mean,
he going to play on this lineup?
really quickly, not to
Yeah.
go back to the Lions.
How do I make this about the
There's
Lions?
one thing I forgot to mention, and it's relevant. Okay, Jameson Williams played his first game and got a few touchdowns, but it was just amazing to see. He was recorded to be one of the fastest players, if not the fastest, whatever. I can't remember which route or whatever he was running, but they recorded him now after he tore his ACL in the championship game for Alabama, now being one of the fastest players in the NFL. So not all doom and gloom.
That is true. There is still hope.
See, I can bring the Lions back into our Red Wings discussion, and it's still...
And you can be optimistic.
That's right.
There were some games that were played in this last week, and they weren't good. I didn't like them personally.
Yeah.
That Carolina game was the most boring game I think I've watched all season.
I know. Besides, Larkin getting hurt.
That was not swag, personally.
That was totally not swag.
That was not at all. Yeah, I just kept watching it, and I felt my eyes glaze over. I definitely did fall asleep at one point. I'll admit it.
That's okay.
Larkin got hurt. Yeah, and yeah, that was the game. The Wild game was also not fun to watch for a different reason. Because Ryan Reeves is a menace.
Everyone keeps getting hurt.
And people hate him a lot.
I was surprised to see there was... I mean, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised, but so much discourse around that huge hit that Reeves had on Hronik. People saying if it's dirty or not, and whether he should be suspended. And y'all are gonna get so upset again, and the NHLPA isn't gonna... or not at PA, player safety.
The player safety, yeah.
Yeah. They're just gonna do what they do, so it's not even worth having the suspension discourse,
It happens every time, and it's oh, you have a dirty hit, and then the Wild fans are like, haha, rent free, or whatever they say. I don't know.
Is that what they say?
I don't know. They say weird things. They're like, haha, Ryan Reeves hurt your guy, and I wish he hurted someone else.
Wild fans aren't like that.
You'd be surprised. They're
you always
no,
do this.
I didn't think... Okay, now you're gaslighting. You always do this.
No, you do always. I'm gonna say it.
I didn't want to be do this. Look, I didn't want to be a hater, because I actually most of the Wild fans I've met in person are nice. They're very cool. Oh
yeah, people from Minnesota are cool.
Yeah, but online, when you're hiding behind the shroud of anonymity, it gets a little not swag. I don't know. You see arguments all the time online, but a lot of people, one guy was replying to me because I was like, hey, player safety, are we going to do anything? Yeah. And he was like, I wish he would have injured more of your players. Yeah. It's it's like a Napoleon complex, where it's everybody doubts you because your team has never been really successful, so you have to compensate for that. It's kind of the same thing that happens with with a lot of these fan bases. Nashville does it. Sometimes not Philly. Philly's kind of humble now, but
I don't
most of the
agree with you.
Vancouver does it a lot. It's the little man syndrome. You see it in football a lot too.
I don't know, man. I feel like every sport, every group of people, no matter what and how you look, you're gonna find shitty fucks, and shitty fucks have access to Twitter.
Because
no, it's not.
The Red Wings do not have bad fans.
I know what you're gonna say, and I knew you were gonna say that, and yes, we do.
And do you know why? Any Red Wings fan that's bad is just a Blackhawks fan in disguise. They're sleeper agents put there by big Chicago media to try to make Detroit look bad. It's a psyop
by the globalists,
by big NHL and the globalists. Big tobacco is involved in this. It goes all the way to the top, Maddie. If you look hard enough and you'll find it.
Speaking of, I just, listened to the episode that you did by yourself last week, and there was no one there to just tell you you're wrong. I wasn't there, so it's just you talking, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, somebody, you said we don't have any bad fans, but just listen to Oops All Jake,
and you'll hear the greatest 20-something minutes of your life. Yeah, I know.
It does take some balls, though, to do that. You just talk to yourself, play with yourself like that.
I do it all the time. I like to play with in public. It's really fun to do it, like talk to yourself out loud in a grocery store, because people get like weird. They look at you. Maybe they'll call security on you. Maybe you get dragged out.
Record that in a Kroger.
Yeah, in Meijer you get a pass. You get a pass if you talk to yourself in Meijer, but in Kroger they don't let that fly. In Whole Foods they call the police on you.
Oh yeah.
And then the police ask if you're white or black.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah.
There is a game that will be out by the time this episode is live, and the Wings are playing the Ottawa Senators.
I will be there.
You will be there?
Yeah.
I will be guest recording on a podcast.
During
line
the game?
Plug before the game.
Oh, before.
So I think that episode will either come out before the game. Why are you... Maddie's like posing and like showing her tattoos and like raising her brow.
You called me out for it earlier, and I wanted to see if I could stop.
I heard do you know who Norm Macdonald is?
Of course.
He has this hilarious bit where he like made a joke about women drivers on SNL, and they booed, and he goes, "Yeah, would you be booing if this joke was made by a woman? If I told you this joke was written by a woman?" And then the audience kind of gets a little weird, and he goes, "Nah, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women." It's like the greatest like switch up.
Is it though?
It is.
Is it really?
It is. Speaking of switch ups, I'm going to be
Speaking of switches, our 100% our 100% switch
certified.
Yep.
I will be on.
That's why you like Nintendo so much.
Well, what can I say? You don't see me playing Nintendo Sub.
Nintendo Dom. Nintendo Brat.
The existence of a Nintendo Switch implies.
What is it, Brat Tamer?
Nintendo Brat Tamer. Do you play games on the Switch?
Yeah.
We should play a game sometime. You should get
We've
Stardew
had
Valley.
Yeah, do it when you come in town for Christmas. I thought we were gonna play Mario Kart. We talked at length about it.
I need to get good at Mario Kart first.
Oh.
I'm really good at Mario Kart for the GameCube.
You talked a big talk.
I talk big talk about GameCube Mario Kart.
Well, I told you, bring your GameCube.
To any of our 313 hockey listeners, if you'd ever like to challenge me at Mario Kart Double Dash, do it. I will kick your ass.
I will kick your ass. Don't even open this up to everyone.
GameCube.
Let me humble you. Bring the GameCube and let me humble you.
Oh, you're so on. I want to record this. I want to get a recording.
We're going to record it. We're going to record it. Wait. Loser has to wear the Chicago Blackhawks sweatshirt.
That's perfect. That's perfect. There we go. I'm in.
Best 2 out of 3. No, let's do...
Best 2 out of 3?
No. Best
of 7 series Stanley Cup style.
Fine. No. Out of 7 straight. Yeah.
Yes or no?
I don't know yet.
And you call me the Switch.
You called yourself the Switch.
Speaking of switches, the NHL wants to switch up the scheduling.
Good one.
This is actually pretty sweet. They want to create more regional rivalries. Yeah, they want to make it an 84-game schedule, and they want to focus more on regional rivalries over like, oh, you have to do 2 games here, 2 games there. I think this is really cool.
Yeah.
Mainly because Columbus and Chicago are trash right now, and geographically, they are very convenient to play. Pittsburgh's also pretty close, and Pittsburgh's going to be very mid in the next couple of years.
Thank God.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think this is exciting. I think a lot of people, especially older people, will immediately push back because it's something new and different, but I think it's cool. We only play the Blackhawks twice or once.
Yeah, we should be playing the Hawks a hell of a lot more, considering that we've been rivals with them since, the dawn of time.
But ever since we switched...
That's the thing. We should be in the Dom division.
I feel like the Red Wings would definitely be a brat tamer.
Yeah. Just like me, for real. Now, Gordie Howe. Is Gordie Howe
Daddy.
a switch? I think
No.
he is.
He is not a switch. He's 100% Dom.
I think that Gordie Howe and Ted Lindsay were boy best friends. And this is just my
Oh.
theory because allegedly he used to have sleepovers at their house all the time, with him and his wife.
So? That's
And
cute.
they bought the house right next to each other. Do you know how many grown men do you know that have sleepovers with each other?
A
I
lot.
know a couple, but
I
they
think
do
that's
they do
adorable.
they
It's
do a lot
probably
of
not just
activities.
them. Like, if it's both couples, maybe they're just having, like, cool orgies or something.
Maybe they're swinging. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Wow.
I've been
Could you
watching White
imagine?
Lotus, and maybe it's like just like that.
Did you finish season 2?
Did I finish season 2?
Okay.
Aubrey Plaza makes me like get out my credit card and like slam it on the table and like hold
How
it out
about
towards the camera.
Lucia?
Oh, Lucia too.
I
So
know, she's
fine.
unreal. She's
I
unreal.
cannot. The Italian accent, I just can't handle it.
She's also just gorgeous.
She's so fine. She's
Yeah.
to me what like Rodrigo is to you, where you're just
Honestly,
like,
Lucia's hotter than Rodrigo, and I'm not even attracted to women.
she's so pretty.
She's just ridiculous. Yeah.
We're gonna add that to our list of the 313 Hockey Book Club.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
The must watch media. So what do we have? I Think You Should Leave, Succession,
White Lotus.
White Lotus. I would put Curb Your Enthusiasm on there, but I love
Curb,
Curb Your
yeah.
Enthusiasm. We'll figure out more. We'll find some books too, because I know there are some book nerds here.
People read.
Thanks, Mom, for listening. I love
JK,
you.
I read.
I'm worried about this team and what they're gonna do over the next 20 games. What the hell is this team?
I always switch up how I feel about them because, sometimes I'm like super, when we have a great game, I'm like, yeah, we could squeak into the playoffs, and then after like the last few games, I'm like, we're still in a rebuild.
I think that they need to tame the brat that is the Atlantic Division. Having said
Yeah,
that,
we're in a tough division.
I think there are too many Doms in the Atlantic Division.
All right.
Anyway, I'm gonna quit the sex jokes. Yeah, I don't know.
Keep the sex jokes coming, but different flavors.
Well, the reason why I'm worried is because Buffalo is thinking about acquiring Jacob Chikrin from the Arizona Coyotes.
Oh, this fucking
guy has been on
been
the trading block for like
oh
30 million
God.
years.
Yeah, just fucking go somewhere already, dude. Like, whatever.
Yeah. So, we'll see what happens. If he goes, he just needs to go. He just needs to be traded because I'm tired of hearing about him.
I'm tired of hearing about him.
Do the Oliver Ekman-Larsson thing and get traded when you're like 32 and then fall off a cliff.
No, he's
really
definitely
hard.
He already made it abundantly clear that like he wants to go now. But like,
yeah,
fucking do it then.
Arizona's like, I want 30 million first round picks and also like Gary Bettman's feet.
And Gary Bettman will gladly show his feet for the Coyotes.
Do you think the Coyotes have like pictures of Gary Bettman like in lewd positions and they're like, be a real shame if these got out, Gary.
You think it's more likely? You think is it more likely that Gary Bettman would dress up like an adult baby or dress up like a sexy maid?
I see him as the baby.
Right.
I could see him doing like you ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, of course.
I see him in like somebody else doing like George Peros from Player Safety doing like a Jim Leahy and Randy type thing. Like he dresses
George
as like
Peros and Gary Bettman. Oh, that's the worst. Like George Peros. Also, we've never talked about him before, but he's daddy.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Oh, look him up. Look him up. Tell me he's not daddy.
What are your thoughts on Brendan Shanahan?
Well, love the guy. He's kind of Dilfy, but now that he's associated with the Maple Leafs, it's like doesn't seem kosher anymore.
George Peros looks like Erik Karlsson, but like
more
masculine.
What?
I don't know.
Are you looking at the stash?
Yeah.
They just no.
It's the big power. Well, Erik Karlsson has that like power stash too.
They don't look anything alike.
I see a man in hockey equipment with a beard and a big mustache. That is what I see. Maybe Philip Forsberg, all those guys.
What?
They all look alike to me. I'm sorry, hockey players. You all look the same, and you all have very similar personalities.
His wife
Be
looks different.
different.
She's not blonde. She's hot though.
She's not blonde? Well, then she's
No.
not a hockey wife.
You know who else doesn't have a blonde wife? I tweeted about it. Fucking DP. You see his wife at the...
Oh, can we talk about David Perron?
Yeah, what I texted you the other day.
I mean, Justin Long.
No!
They look alike.
He's
They
hotter. DP's hotter.
Maddie is... Now, who is your official hottest player on the roster?
That's what I texted Jake about, everyone. After observing him very closely, you know, I wanted to make sure I had all of the evidence needed for this very prestigious title of hottest guy on the Red Wings. You know what, David Perron? I slept on him a little bit. I gotta say, he might be hotter than Ben Sherratt. Ben Sure is hot. But David...
Well, the good news is...
Yes.
If you're going for the prawn, I can get a ride on the Ben Sherratt.
The Ben Chariot.
So, the Chariot. Yep, you get the prawn, I get the chariot. That's a good episode name, The Prawn and the Chariot.
Are you gonna call that this?
Probably not. That sounds like a Game of Thrones like episode name.
The Prawn and the Chariot?
The Prawn and the Chariot. And it's like about a dude caving in another dude's face.
Caving?
Yeah, you know, like punching him so hard his face.
Oh, I thought... Oh.
I mean, you could think about it in other ways too, but...
No, it's okay. We're good.
So Maddie beat the David Perron allegations. Wait, but Maddie, he was mean to Nazem Kadri one time.
I don't care.
He was mean.
I don't care.
I don't care either. Honestly, I know there's some butthurt folks over like how he was mean and pushed Kadri, and I'm like, Nazem Kadri used to do that all the time. Like every year he would do something like really dirty and get suspended.
Yeah.
So I kind of think, you know,
fight fire with fire, I suppose.
John 3:16, circle of life, what comes around is all around, you know? Like Green Day said.
Wake me up when September ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't even funny.
Yeah, it was funny to me.
Anyway. I'm not on my A game today.
That's okay. We're saving our energy for Sunday.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
If you see Maddie at the game, I guess this will be in the future. So if you saw Maddie at the game,
Saturday.
Thank you for all of the nice compliments you gave her, and to the one guy who called her a slur, I hope you get hit by a car.
Jeez.
What else could have happened during that game? I don't know. It was amazing. There was so much energy. Maddie was like really excited to see all of you. Stop trying to take pictures of her feet, though. Like this is getting out of hand,
Seriously.
Like,
but you won't get it for free. I'm sorry. Not in this economy.
Just ask nicely,
so I can tell you no.
If you want the feet for thee, you must answer these riddles 3. Come on, we've been through this.
You know what? If you think of a good enough riddle for me to ask, I'll tweet it, and if it's hard enough and funny enough, then I'll send a dick pic. I'll send a feet pic. I'll send a feet pic. That'd be funny.
You hear that, everybody? Rhymes, bars for feet, riddles for feet. If you have a good riddle,
puts out for riddles.
If you have a good riddle, you can get it. If you can get Maddie's feet.
No, you have to think of the riddle. They have to solve the riddle.
Oh, okay. So I need to come up with the riddle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't need to be right now.
Okay, yeah. I'll write it out on the episode. And if you can answer the riddle, then you may be entitled to a feet pick. This is obviously up to Maddie's discretion. You could also get my Hobbit feet, but I don't think you're gonna want those.
How about it's Russian roulette and you don't know whose feet you're gonna get?
I'm gonna manicure my nails just for that. Or is it pedicure?
Pedicure, yeah.
Okay, I don't understand this stuff.
Okay, manicure is for your hands, like the prefix M-A-N.
Man.
Sure.
And petty, because I don't know.
And then, yeah, P-E-T.
I don't know what it's for. Oh, pediatrics.
Well, no, P-E-D is child, and P-E-D is just foot, like a podiatrist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, children feet, it goes all the way to the top. George Soros is watching us.
George Soros?
George Peros, the big fat cats at NHL Safety, and his billionaire cabal. What if they were the same person?
They probably are.
Like, everybody thinks he's like this evil dude manipulating like the liberals, when in reality he's like just enforcing player safety in like a really stupid way.
He puts enforcing player safety.
Who would you put in charge of player safety right now if you could? I would put Darren McCarty. Because I think he would enforce it in a way that's like, okay, if you're trying to hurt somebody, they're out. But like, if you're going for just an old school hockey hit, then thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's what I would think, at least.
I think he has enough shit going on that he doesn't want that job.
Put Trevor Zegras in charge. Because we already got him on everything else. Why the fuck? Why don't we want him there too?
He's too soft.
Yeah.
He's a soft boy. He's a soft
Cole
baby
Caulfield.
boy. Trevor Zegras is a boy that I would call baby boy.
He is kind of a little child, isn't he? He looks like a Star Wars character.
Oh, I just think he looks like a baby boy.
Give him like a little lightsaber, and it'll be perfect. You hear that? They're coming for me.
It's time to end the episode. That's what the cue is.
Yeah. All right. So the police will be breaking down my door any minute. But what I wanted to say is we're gonna have a new.
They will ask if you're white or black.
Are you white or black? Please confirm. But anyway, we have a giveaway coming up soon. I haven't figured out what it is. If
we do,
we want,
oh,
I'll figure something out. But if you guys want anything specific, please tweet at us at 313hockey. Feel free to follow us on any social media of your choice. We are all available on all platforms. Or send us an email at 313hockeypod@gmail.com. We have some guests in the works, and we're very, very excited to have them on. I think that's all I have for today. Do you have anything, Maddie?
Nope. My head is empty.
Perfect. No thoughts, only vibes. I love you all, except for the people that, keep being mean to Maddie.
Who's being mean to me?
I don't know. I'm making them up right now. I'm trying to manufacture something right now. I'm manufacturing drama.
Don't
I'm like Barstool.
That.
Hold on, I'm like Barstool. I'm manufacturing drama. Like,
you mean Woodward's
the allegations need to stop. There needs to stop being a rebellion in our office. Anyway, that's my Dave Portnoy impression. Is that good?
Man. It was pretty good.
Dave Portboy.
Sounded straight.
Excellent. I'm really good at the straight voice. All right. Anyway, bye. Bye for real. Don't
All right.
look at me like that.
Cue the music.